Zherka looks like a fucking Chad here.
It sounds like I'm trapping you because I'm saying what everyone's thinking.
He is getting bodied already.
You're not an anime guy? Aren't pedos weebs? What the
I'm not actually a pedophile.
You didn't care when others were being dogpiled.
That's not true.
He didn't care when he was dogpiling Lavloon when she first was in his community. He didn't care when his audience was dogpiling Not So Erudite. He didn't care when he was slandering Brittany Simon. He didn't care when he was dogpiling me. He doesn't care about dogpiling unless it directly affects him and hurts his feelings. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, all right. Let's actually watch the Zherka thing.
Oh, you just want dirt.
Yeah, it's a fucking investigation. What do you like? Yes, I want dirt. That's the point of the conversation. Is there anyone else that you think I should interview? Hey. Hey, John. How's it going? I'm okay. Max. Yeah.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, I'm angry? What, you mean at Destiny?
Because I said, if I don't message you for a while, if I let you just leave you on red, I thought you'd leave it alone. But you're dedicated for this war, Max.
I'm dedicated. Well,
why?
it's for me. For me, it's an investigation. Okay, I'm trying to leave no stone unturned. You know how many people DM me and then stop DMing me and then come back and they get scared and they fucking want to talk and then they don't want to talk. Everybody's doing this. So
right, but at first I thought the talk was gonna be just lukewarm. When I found out the nature of the conversation is gonna be anti-Steven, I was like, no, fuck this. This is my friend. He hasn't done something like this to me. And I know his personal life. He's not that bad of a guy. But because I didn't follow your drama in great detail.
Oh, you didn't know what I was asking.
No. Because I didn't follow. Well, yeah, but because I didn't follow your guys' drama, I just saw bits and pieces. It's connected to Lavloon, right?
I mean, partly, not really. There's a lot of stuff that I.
But Max, it started with Lavloon.
I'd say it started with Anna, but yes, Lavloon was number two.
No, for you didn't care about Anna till now. For you, it started with Lavloon.
No, I did care. I was
God, Max, stop, dude. You were friends with him for a year and a half and didn't mention the Anna thing. And then
no, I did. You fell in love. I did a stream with them.
Right, but you never held Steven's feet to the fire until you fell in love with Lavloon. So just say you didn't care about Anna, and then I
did not know he was still sexting with Anna.
Okay, so you don't care about the before stuff?
No, I do, but I thought that it was like over. I didn't understand that he was sexting with her at the same time that he was saying she's a stalker. I didn't know he was still sexting with her. Right. I did a stream with them to try to help.
Max, why not just say, yo, Zherka, you're right?
Last night, Nick Dioria asked Keffels if MrGirl messaged her. What did she say?
It's because of Lavloon that I'm into this. How's that incriminating? That doesn't make you look bad. That's the truth.
No, I don't think it's incriminating. It's just not true.
Yes, it is, because you knew about the Anna thing for a year and a half. You just didn't care, and then because you're saying
I didn't know he was still sexting her.
Okay, but if you thought it was such an offense, then you were friends with a guy who was offending her, right, and being cruel to her.
I didn't understand.
Oh, plead
ignorance.
Great.
No, I'm not. I told him. I confronted him about it on stream before any of the shit with Lav.
Oh, I confronted him. You guys were besties. He lost friends defending your ass. You fell in love with Lav, and I wish I followed the drama closer, because you actually have the edge on me. You could lie right now, and I wouldn't know if you're lying, because I haven't followed.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying to you.
Okay,
Or
what
listen.
happened? Just why don't you bring me up to date in the best
Okay.
good faith way possible?
Okay.
And don't start with Anna. We know that's a lie. Start with the Lavloon that happened a few weeks ago.
Okay. Well, I was talking to Anna before that. You want me to skip that?
Yeah, skip that. We'll come back to it.
Okay. A few weeks ago, I was talking to Lav about how I told Steven that I think he doesn't treat his orbiters well, including me. We had one final stream where I was like, listen, I think if you're gonna let your community dogpile your orbiters, if you're gonna kind of set us up to take the fall, which I think you do, I think you try to make us look stupid and bad and have your community shit on us. If you're gonna do that, at the very least, you should let us defend ourselves in your subreddit. I think it's fucked up that you banned me. And he said,
Why did
well,
you get banned? How do you forget that part?
Why did I get banned?
Yeah.
I got banned because
See, you can't tell your side of the story and then skip the part why Steven bans you, because then I'm in the dark.
He didn't ban me.
You just said he banned you from the subreddit.
Forethought. His mod banned me. His mod banned me and all of my fans from his subreddit.
Why?
Because he doesn't fucking like me.
So the mod is rogue.
No, he did it, and then Steven just said, well, yeah, you know, you guys were kind of
okay. All right. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying, why did Steven say, well, yeah? And I don't buy that. The mod checked in with
That's
Steve.
fine.
Steven's mods are fucking dorks. He checked in with Steve, and Steve's like, yeah, keep him banned. Why? Why did Steven say keep you banned?
We did a stream about it. I can tell you his answer.
So, but you should be telling me this if you're giving me.
There's no reason. There isn't a reason. They just not really. They just didn't like. I didn't do anything. I didn't break any of the rules. If that's what you're asking.
No.
If you want me to tell you,
there's something petty that happened. What's the petty thing?
No, there isn't. There is nothing.
Okay, but Steven ruins his friendship with Nick for you, but then randomly bans you? That makes no sense.
I think that he did not like that I would.
By the way, guys, consider subscribing. I'm here giving you content. You should consider giving me money, okay?
Was making him look bad about Fuentes. I think that he did not like the posts I was writing about Fuentes.
On Twitter?
On Reddit, on his subreddit.
Okay, what did you write?
I said that I laid out my arguments. I said that I think that he was being inconsistent in his definition of Nazi and explaining why it was important to me that he either call Nick a Nazi or not call Nick a Nazi, but that he shouldn't like joke about it with him. I called him out for removing a post with 500 upvotes saying that I was right. And then I called him out on stream because he banned like, I don't know, several dozen of my supporters. Just because he didn't like what they were saying about Nick Fuentes. Then I said,
hey, thanks for the sipping, fam, guys. I don't know what is going on with the people sipping, but welcome. Oh, hey, Dev, how's it going? Thanks for the sipping emotes. Damn, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. We are just watching Zherka and MrGirl talk. Sip gang? Hell yeah.
Then I wrote a post saying I was declaring war on the subreddit.
We're from Dev's stream on YouTube. Hell yeah. Thanks for the raid, Dev.
Okay, but remember when you said you're declaring war on stream? That was a joke. That was way before all this. Right?
Yeah, no, yeah, that. Yeah, I wrote the post. It was still a joke even when I wrote it in the subreddit. I was just like, listen, like.
True, like the stream if you want to boost me in the YouTube algorithm. Please like the YouTube stream, guys. It helps me. And consider subscribing and super chatting, stuff like that. I love you guys.
So it's not fair to me to ban all of my fans. Like you're setting me up to get dogpiled when you ban everybody who.
Steven's not mad about the post. This is what I think. He's mad about you who platform this. If I was Steven, let me jump in Steven's head right now. You hold on, Mr. Girl.
You're gonna talk about Richard Spencer. I don't want to.
No, don't block it. You platform Richard Spencer to grow your channel and agree with literally 80% of what he says. I watched the whole thing.
Ooh, shit.
And now, now all of a sudden, you're like the moral arbiter.
Nice one, Zherka. God damn, Zherka is delivering it. I'm surprised Zherka can tolerate MrGirl. I'm surprised too, Germanium. Damn, bro.
Okay, well, so I don't think Steven never mentioned.
Doesn't that make you look retarded?
The thing about Richard Spencer is, like, again, people kind of underestimate how good Spencer is at talking. I think that's one of the things that really made me fascinated by him from the beginning, because the dude is just so good at talking. He's so good at making statements that you have to agree with, you know? Who's Richard Spencer? He's like a far-right figure. And he's very good at talking with people. He's got a very good rapport with a lot of people. But yeah, Zherka makes a good point here. Can MrGirl even criticize Destiny for engaging with Nick Fuentes when he himself has engaged with Richard Spencer, somebody I would argue is a much more skilled rhetorician, and somebody who he agreed with on 80% of the stuff?
I think that makes you think I'm retarded. Yes, I don't think Steven ever thought about that, because my problem with his interaction with Fuentes was not that he talked to him, but that he invited him to his fucking house.
Just a second, guys.
So hold on. If you did the interview in your house with Richard Spencer, then it's sinister?
Yeah, you're never gonna see me. You're never gonna see me. All right, well, that's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
You're never gonna see me. The same reason when Lauren Southern asked me to play Call of Duty, I said no.
Oh, because she's a Nazi, right? Lauren is a Nazi.
I don't think she's a Nazi, but I don't want to be seen playing Call of Duty with her.
But you want to be seen talking to Richard Spencer and giving no pushback. And do you know how graciously you accepted Spencer? I don't know why you make it sound like you were like debating him and arguing him. He might as well have been in your house.
He was a lot nicer to Richard than Destiny has ever been to Fuentes or even Lauren. Lauren's moderate. I don't think Lauren's a moderate. I think Lauren's still pretty decently on the fringe. Seriously, there was sexual tension in that interview. It was weird. Yeah, Lauren is not a moderate. Yeah, no, this is a really good point by Zherka. I'm very impressed, honestly, already.
That's fine if you rewind it a little bit. There's no reason. There isn't a reason. They just not really. They just didn't like. I didn't do anything. I didn't break any of the rules. If that's what you're asking.
No.
Bro. If you want me to
saying there's something petty that happened. What's the petty thing?
No, there isn't. There is nothing.
Okay, but Steven ruins his friendship with Nick for you, but then randomly bans you? That makes no sense.
I think that he did not like that I was making him look bad about Fuentes. I think that he did not like...
First off, MrGirl did not make him look bad. MrGirl looked like a fucking dork. Lil J, thank you for the resubscribe. And Lisa, thank you for your resubscribe.
The posts I was writing about Fuentes.
On Twitter?
On Reddit. On his subreddit.
Okay, what did you write?
I said that I laid out my arguments. I said that I think that he was being inconsistent in his definition of Nazi and explaining why it was important to me that he either call Nick a Nazi or not call Nick a Nazi, but he shouldn't like joke about it with him. I called him out for removing a post with 500 upvotes saying that I was right. And then I called him out on stream because he banned like, I don't know, several dozen of my supporters. Just because he didn't like what they were saying about Nick Fuentes. Then I said, Then I wrote a post saying I was declaring war on the subreddit.
Okay, but remember when you said you're declaring war on stream? That was a joke. That was way before all this, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, that.
Yeah.
No,
So
no,
I
I wrote the post. It was still a joke even when I wrote it in the subreddit. I was just like,
Right.
listen, like
So
you, it's not fair to me to ban all of my fans. Like you're setting me up to get dogpiled when you ban everybody who.
Steven's not mad.
I'm sorry, guys. Lauren is not a moderate conservative, okay? She's not a moderate conservative. I'm not saying she's a racist fascist or anything like that. I don't think she's that, but she's certainly not a moderate conservative. She's moderated a bit, but that doesn't make her a moderate. Yeah, exactly.
Mad about the post. This is what I think. He's mad about you who platform this. If I was Steven, I'm just let me jump in Steven's head right now. You hold on, Mr. Girl.
You're gonna talk about Richard Spencer. I don't want to.
No, don't block it. You platform Richard Spencer to grow your channel and agree with literally 80% of what he says. I watched the whole thing. And now, now all of a sudden, you're like the moral arbiter.
True.
Okay, well, I don't think Steven never mentioned.
Doesn't that make you look retarded?
I think that makes you think I'm retarded. Yes, I don't think Steven ever thought about that because my problem with his interaction with Fuentes was not that he talked to him, but that he invited him into his fucking house.
So hold on, if you did the interview in your house with Richard Spencer. Then it's sinister?
What?
Yeah, you're never gonna see me. You're never gonna see me. All right, well, that's what I.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
You're never gonna see me. The same reason when Lauren Southern asked me to play Call of Duty, I said no.
Oh, because she's a Nazi, right? Lauren is a Nazi.
I don't think she's a Nazi, but I don't want to be seen playing Call of Duty with her.
But you want to be seen talking to Richard Spencer and giving no pushback. And do you know how graciously
he is getting bodied already
accepted Spencer? I don't know why you make it sound like you were like debating him and arguing him. He might as well have been in your house.
That's fine if you think I did a bad job. I accept that.
Not just a bad job. Spencer is the white nationalist. Nick isn't a white nationalist.
Okay, so I did a terrible job.
No. I'm not, listen, man, I'm on the right, so I'm not critiquing you on who you talk to, right? Go ahead, talk to whoever you want. I'm critiquing
You're saying I'm a hypocrite. I understand.
I'm saying
I'm a hypocrite.
You're farming Steven's subreddit and everyone's allowed to be a hypocrite 10, 20, 30%, but you're being a 1,000% hypocrite and you are winning over those fucking retards in his subreddit, those lefties, and it's a bad look for him.
Okay. Yes, I understand. I made him look bad, so he banned me. I get it.
Well, if you know, Steven's the type that if you make him look bad with the truth, he doesn't get angry.
He gets even.
Well, I mean, like, you don't think Steven plays fair?
I don't think Steven plays fair.
I was his biggest enemy, and we've never had a problem in 3 years. He plays very fair.
Okay, that's
he
great.
does.
That's fine if you think that.
As somebody who was around for Zherka versus Destiny and was like a key player in that, he played very fair. And you know what? I think I got to give Zherka credit here. Zherka really, he really is already winning this conversation.
I don't agree with you, but we don't have to agree. We don't even have to agree on how this all came to pass. But if
you're gonna fill me in on the story, at least tell me why he banned you. You gotta say why you're at fault a little bit. This is kind of like you're kind of like brainwashing me and gaslighting me right now.
I'm not trying. I literally don't know the answer. I'm not trying to brainwash you. We did multiple streams talking about it.
Max, you're a smart pedo. You know what you're doing. Tell me everything.
You called him a smart pedo.
Don't say he banned me for no reason. If I'm actually trying to get to know what happened.
I asked him why he banned me, and I can tell you his answer. But his answer was that I was being, or my fans were being, a little unhinged.
A little bit.
And his other answer was, I didn't ban you, Forethought banned you, and I have to stand behind my mod. And then when I said that was bullshit, his other answer was, you and your fans are like a cancer in my community that's turning people against me.
Is that true?
I don't think that's true, but he said that. He said, I'm worried that there will be too much of an anti-fan community if I let you go.
I think that's a perfectly reasonable reason why, as well, by the way, guys. I think it's perfectly reasonable. You don't want an anti-fan community kind of spawning up within your community. That's a very antagonistic type of fan base to have, and it sucks to be at war with your own fan base.
Unchecked.
He said that live?
Yes, he said it on stream.
Okay.
Okay, so I was like, okay, so you think basically that I'm like a
what sort of people make up this chat and stream? Where did you take me to, Dev? My name isn't important. I do panels, I do politics coverage, I do drama coverage. I have, as Dev is saying, I have been watching the MrGirl drama for a little bit. To be fair, because I've had my own drama with him and I'm still, you know, a little bit sad about it, but yeah. We're nice. Sometimes we go bananas and other times we honk. That's true.
Tumor, and that if you don't zap me with some banning or whatever, I will grow out of control. And he was like, yes. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't think that is really fair, because at the same time, I'm getting dogpiled in your community, and it's like, you have so much control over the narrative on stream, then you have so much control over the narrative on your subreddit, then you're banning everybody who agrees with me, and then people are afraid to agree with me. It's literally against the rules of your subreddit to agree with me about stuff now.
Yeah, but you've had like a year of people in a subreddit agreeing with you, and then when you turned into a DGG propagandist, he had enough of it. Is that... That's
fine. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I'm sure. I think that's his perspective. Yeah. So then I said, I
think there's a difference between having like an anti-fan community growing and having fans who will critique you, Mr. Game in chat. I have plenty of fans who will critique me, who will give me decent criticism, who I will fight with, and they're still like in my community, but the difference is they don't hate every single thing that I do, right?
I think the way you interact with your orbiters is abusive. I think you set them up to look stupid and make yourself look smart, and then you won't even let them fucking defend themselves. And I think it's wrong. So I said, like, I don't want to be your orbiter anymore unless you change this. There has to be some way for us to defend ourselves in your community, so we're not just endlessly getting shit on like one after the other. And he said, I can unban. He said, well, okay, I'm happy to unban you. And I was like, that's not enough. I don't want special ban armor. I want the whole dynamic to change. I want you to commit that if you are streaming with an orbiter, somebody smaller than you who has less like control, and like most of your orbiters are even smaller than me. If you're streaming with orbiters, I think it should be guaranteed that they won't be banned from your subreddit unless they break the rules. And I think it's not fair for you to basically tie our hands behind our backs while you like shit on us.
Okay, so now we have the motive of your vengeance. You wanted to change his system. You don't care about Anna, Lavloon, or anyone. You just want to change the system that's unfair to you.
Anna is I brought up, or Lav brought up Anna as one of the people that gets shit on by his community and who isn't allowed to defend herself.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's about you.
No, it's not.
The original time Anna came up out of Lav's mouth is when Lav was comparing me to Anna.
He told me that he would unban me. So it wasn't about me.
Right, but that's that virtue signaling thing you lefties do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. It's not good enough to give me. I don't want special permission. I already knew that if I just DM'd Steven and was like, hey, will you unban me? I know he would say yes.
Okay.
That's
so
not what I wanted.
So after a year of taking advantage of him, you knew you would get it, but you wanted more. You wanted to look like the hero for the girls and everyone, right? Okay.
Yes,
No, don't be sarcastic. Is that true or false?
it's false.
Oh my
I don't want
god,
to.
dude.
I don't. I
You
don't
just
want to. I don't want to.
admit
I don't want to look like a hero. I want to be a hero.
it. Isn't Steven the hero for platforming you for a fucking year, even though you say all crazy pedo shit?
I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me, man. Look, this is okay. So that's the origin of the fight. Then I said, all right, look, I don't want to be in your orbit.
MrGirl is basically this orbiter who used to be on good terms with Destiny, wanted Destiny to change some things, claimed that Destiny was abusive to his orbiters, blah blah blah. None of the other orbiters agree. We kind of know that it's kind of like par for the course to kind of get shit on. And yeah, that's what it is.
Orbit anymore because I think you're abusive to your orbiters. Basically,
And he's incredibly manipulative and he's a piece of shit.
think you turn them all into lol cows, you shit on them for content, and then you don't even let them defend themselves, and I think it's fucked up. I think it's bad for me psychologically, and I don't want to be part of doing it to other people.
But aren't these people who just look bad talking to Steven retards? Like, think about it. How come
they're not. No,
how come people on my side, the right wing doesn't really have a problem when Steven guards his opinion that we disagree with? We don't fucking start crying. I'm one of the orbiters too, right? I don't start fucking crying and mutiny. It's time for mutiny and destroying Steven's career. What the fuck is that about?
Is that a question?
Yeah, what's the, like, I don't get the whole mutiny because I don't like how you run your massive channel that I benefit from. It's not your channel, Max.
It's not a mutiny. I just fucking left.
No, you're giving him an ultimatum.
Yeah. You should do that with anybody you work with. If you think somebody you work with is treating you like shit, then say either stop or I'm gone.
So 1 year of Steven growing you was treating you like shit, where he defends you and breaks ties with other creators for you. You think you were treated bad by Steven. Weren't you his golden boy?
For a while.
Yeah, and then it just wasn't enough. All of a sudden, it's just like, it's not enough.
No, I don't think Steven treats people well. I know that you're going to disagree with me on this, but I don't think he treats people well.
You already admit that he treats people well for 1 year straight. That's what
No. I don't think he didn't treat me well for a year.
Oh, so you had like battered wife syndrome where you just kept going back?
I think that I allowed him to get away with a lot of stuff that I wish I hadn't because I wanted the money.
You're growing your channel.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, like, you're not. Yeah, obviously, I'm not going to let somebody treat me badly if I don't get anything out of it. Obviously, it was like a deal with the devil, but I regret it. I regret ever meeting Steven.
Come on, Steven.
I wish I.
There's no fucking way.
No, I'm not saying he's literally the devil. It's a fucking expression. I'm saying that it wasn't worth it.
The expression is extreme.
MrGirl being on the back foot is too satisfying. Yeah. Mr. I don't want to be responsible for your feelings has turned into Mr. Everyone else needs to be responsible for my own feelings. True, Ellie. So true. MrGirl contradicts himself a lot as well.
Okay. So
you had Richard Spencer on and Steven's the devil.
Okay. Are we all caught up, or is there more?
No. You're good. At least cam up. Let's both cam up. I'll record this part. This is hilarious.
I'm on my phone. I don't have my camera.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill the content. Okay, go ahead.
You can audio record it though.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Is MrGirl comparing Destiny to having a job? I guess.
So, can I start asking my questions now?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First question. Is there anything about Anna that you know, or the situation with Anna, that you want to tell me that's not public?
No, because we kind of did all of it live. If you remember, if you
Yes.
watched that.
Yeah,
And,
I'm aware. That's why I'm asking if there's anything else.
No, because I have this rule where I don't actually talk to people offline. This is rare that I do something like this, and that's why I'm recording, because I'm like, I don't do this. I don't trust streamers. Even my friends that are streamers, I don't trust, because it's not that they're gonna like backstab me. It's that, you know, in the streamer world, you get a DM from someone and you hear a rumor, and if you're having a bad day, that rumor turns to be true, and it just becomes true in your head, right? So I don't trust streamers
Sure.
because they're very paranoid. Kind of like what's happening with you right now. After a year of being great with Steven, you're kind of like, right now, you think like he's trying to, what, make you look dumb? That's why you left the community? Or what is it? Like, you know, this is kind of paranoid talk, Mac.
Well, I don't want to get into the specifics of my grievances, but when I write my article, you can read it if you're interested.
Okay, all right. But I'm saying from this angle, right? And I'm a guy who shits on Steven daily. From my angle, it looks like you're a little paranoid and very hurt. You want vengeance. You're
Very
Sasuke.
paranoid.
You know Sasuke?
I understand. No.
You're not an anime guy? Aren't pedos weebs? What the fuck?
I'm not actually a pedophile. That's the problem.
Okay, wait. Let me get through that part, because we never actually got through that part.
Sure.
What did you say? Don't give me the watered down version. We don't got time for that. What did you say about cuties?
I said that Cuties tries to make the girls hot, and it's kind of good at it.
No. What was the controversial thing you said?
I said this movie definitely tries to make you attracted to these kids, and it's not bad at it.
No, but personally, you felt attracted.
I said the dancing. I said the music video parts are kind of hot.
They're fucking 11 years old.
I know. That's what's so crazy about it.
What? How come no one else, me or all these controversial characters? How come no one else agrees with you? So you're sitting in your house. You're sitting
because you're a coward. Because you're a coward.
Hold on. You actually think me sitting in my house, if I watch the movie and they're dancing and stuff, right? There's 11-year-old girls, no curves, no woman shape. It's just a child in a cheerleading outfit. You think this turns on every single man? Every man is like you.
I didn't say that. No.
But you're saying I'm hiding it. You're saying deep down I would be turned on by it.
I'm fucking with you. I was joking.
Okay, but all right. The question is, why were you turned on by it? You're how old?
I'm 37.
Oh wow, you look pretty young for your age.
Well, thanks, dude.
You're a young-looking pedo. You're 37.
Jesus.
You watch Cuties, and you said, you know what? This part is arousing.
Yeah, I was there. I saw my fucking review. What's your?
How is that not a pedo?
Well, the point of my review was that
when would you be a pedo? When you fap to it? When you go meet them? Like, when do you turn into a pedo? Right now, you're just a pedo in your mind.
All right. I feel like you don't really want to talk about the Cuties review, and I don't really want to talk about it either. That's not really why I called.
Okay.
So anyway, do you want to get through this interview?
If that's you waving your white flag, that's fine.
I surrender to you. Yeah.
Another pedo slain. All right. What's the question?
Put a notch on your belt, dude. The next question was I gave you a list, didn't I? Is there anybody else you think I should interview?
Oh, you just want dirt.
Yeah, it's a fucking investigation. What do you like? Yes, I want dirt. That's the point of the conversation. Is there anyone else that you think I should interview about Steven?
I think
about
you should start with Melina. Start with Melina and go through the just chatting section. Come on, Max. You don't find Steven a bad guy. You're just hurt.
Okay. So I'm going to take that as a no. There isn't anyone else you think I should interview.
I can't think of anyone, but if I could, I don't think I'd give it to you, right? I'm Team Steve.
Based.
It sounds like it.
I mean, he platformed you for a year more than anyone I know. You should be on Team Steve. I should be mad at him. This makes no sense to me. Like you're kind of showing the world how ungrateful you are, and I'm not saying you should be grateful to a tyrant. I'm saying he's not a tyrant.
I see that.
Yeah. And
money doesn't buy everything.
What, like when
like
you're
me?
No. I'm a streamer, so I know what you're doing. When a streamer stops growing from Steven, then they get all weird, right? You had no problem when your channel was growing, but now it's, oh look, I've sucked off as much clout as I can. Now it's bad. Come on, dude. Don't act hey.
You think I wasn't gonna keep growing with Steven as he's starting to talk to Lex Friedman and getting 100,000 subscribers a month? You think that I wasn't gonna grow?
I think you picked a whole field of oopsie daisies, and if you say sorry, he'll take you back.
Is this live? I am live. This conversation is not live. Zherka is going in. Yeah, Zherka's calling him on all this shit. Like, dude platformed for you for a year. He grew you despite sacrificing so many relationships with other people. He grew you. And now you decide to turn on him.
I wouldn't go back to Steven's orbit.
Because of Lavloon?
I wouldn't go back for $100,000 a month.
What did Lavloon say to you? She's like, Steven's a bad guy, blah, blah, blah.
No, it's not because of her. It's because of me.
Well, I mean, she was a part of this.
Watching how he treated her helped me understand how I felt about the way he was treating me. But it's not really about her.
Oh, that
it's easier. It's easier for me to stand up.
I mean, Fuentes is one, you know.
Somebody else than it is for me to stand up for myself. But once I'd articulated that I thought he was treating me badly, I was done.
Okay. Huh. So Lavloon is, we're not going to talk about Lav at all?
I mean, we can. I don't know what you want to talk about her for.
No, I thought you would have a bunch to say about her. Because she's a part of this. This is when the mess started, right?
She helped me understand how I was already feeling. So yeah, she's a part of it in that sense, but I needed to get out anyway.
Okay. Oh wow, then okay. Wow, we're not going to talk about Lav at all. This is so unfair. Because here's my hypothesis. You're falling in love with the e-girl Lavloon, right?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Is she ugly?
What?
I have a completely different relationship with her than what you're describing.
Okay. Is she just too old?
Yikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, you wouldn't marry Lavloon? Or you don't believe in marriage, you're a lefty. You wouldn't date Lavloon?
No, I want to get married.
Or would you marry Lavloon?
No, we have a completely platonic relationship.
Oh, okay. So you're not like this hypersexualized lefty who would just, you know, if she threw you some ass, you'd take it? You wouldn't take it?
We have a completely platonic relationship.
I don't buy it.
That's fine.
I mean, you
projection,
don't want it.
Projection is a crazy thing, John.
No,
I understand.
Lav is a good friend of mine, right?
Okay.
Is she?
But not good enough to where I throw Steven under the bus for no fucking reason. Why did she throw him under the bus?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Oh, you don't know. That part you don't know.
I'm not going to answer for her. I'm not going to... I don't want to speak on her behalf.
Might have to do a call with her and I'll start my own investigation.
Investigate away, my man.
Okay.
It's a free country.
That's just unfair, Max. If you're not going to talk about Lav Loon, then it's like this conversation kind of goes dry because this is all about Lav Loon.
I think it's been pretty dry from the start, to be honest.
This is all about Lav Loon, and you won't admit it.
I just don't think you understand me very well.
Okay. Did you have a problem with Steven before Lav spoke up?
Yes.
But it wasn't public.
Before Lav spoke up. No, it was public. I already was telling him I thought he was abusive to his orbiters before that.
Yeah, but you didn't walk away, did you?
I was getting there.
I saw a clip of Lav saying, "You left Steven for me."
Yeah, she said that.
Oh. Did you just forget about that clip? Like, you see the conclusions I'm coming to, Max.
Yeah, I understand.
But you're saying, you only did that because it's a platonic friendship and you don't want anything more with her. You're not in love with her. Or is this e-girl brainwashing you into backstabbing Steven?
Yeah, I get your theory.
Because she's flirted with me. She's flirted with me, right? She said, Zherka, the things we do together and stuff. And I remember that siren feeling of like temptation. And I was like, no, I know that she's pure evil for what she's doing to Steven right now. What is her problem with Steven? But you won't speak for her. And you're making me, I have to go through the files and find it myself now. Why don't you just tell me? Save me some time.
Do you care about Anna?
I don't care about anyone, but I would say in a human sense, yes. But it's like asking, do you care about starving kids in Africa?
It's abstract.
I'm asking you, do you?
Do I care about Anna?
No. Do you care about starving kids in Africa?
Yes.
Okay, what have you done for them?
Nothing.
Okay, so when you care for someone, is this just a thought or should actions be mobilized?
Neither.
Okay, so you don't actually care about starving kids.
Depends on the definition you're using.
Okay, let's try this. Do you care about Anna?
Yes.
But you didn't until recently.
That's not true. I just didn't understand her.
Okay.
I was told that she was a stalker and a liar.
Okay. Has Anna ever lied to you?
No comment.
Like, you're out to make yourself look bad saying that. You're like your own worst enemy. Why would you say that? We're having a conversation, Max. For your investigation.
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean no comment? Like Anna is just incapable of lying to you?
I mean, I'm not going to answer.
I know. That's why I asked that.
Well, asking it again ain't going to change it, buddy. I'm not you. When I say no, I actually mean no.
I know, but that makes you look
I'm not going to say I'm at the airport when I don't want to answer a question. I'm going to actually say I'm not going to answer your question, and I'm not going to answer it.
But that raises suspicion.
That's fine.
Because you've answered about Destiny, Lav, Loon, and everyone else.
Suspicious away. I have not really answered questions about Lav. No.
But you didn't say no comment for Lav.
We didn't ask me any questions that I had no comment on.
Has Lav ever lied?
No comment.
Ah, very good. So you're a very smart guy, Max. Is there any chance, like what's the % chance that maybe your perception has been fogged by maybe your horniness? Maybe you're a little horny and you're like, man, I'm gonna throw Steven under the bus to like impress this girl Lav. Is that possible?
No.
Oh, you're just a... Because look at this. You lefties are hypersexual, true? It comes from trauma, right? You find everything sexual. Like, fucking, you find an 11-year-old sexual, right? You guys are just, you walk with the Satan is your daddy. So you're telling me you lefties will find everything sexual in the world except your OnlyFans popular friend Lavloon. Her, you don't find anything. You don't want anything to do with her physically.
It is pretty brutal.
It's just hard to swallow, Max. Okay.
Well, open wide, buddy. You're gonna have to swallow it.
What about Anna? Do you find Anna? Maybe she could. Would you date Anna? Maybe.
Zherka striking under the belt, yeah.
Max, you're acting like you're at court. We're having a conversation, and I know I speak in a way that sounds like I'm trapping.
I think you are definitely trying to trap me. I think
Really?
there is a non-zero chance that some of the people involved, including me, will actually end up sitting in court talking about these things.
Oh, wow.
No. Listen, Max. It sounds like I'm trapping you because I'm saying what everyone's thinking. It's just, how liberals behave. They don't say it out loud. But it does. I mean, the whole problem with Steve started after Lavloon. It didn't start a year ago with the Anna stuff. You know what I mean? It just seems like you're being selectively. This is selective outrage. That's what it looks like. I don't know what it is, but what it looks like, that's your optics right now.
I got it.
MrGirl, the guy who tries to trap people. True. MrGirl does try to trap people very often.
Can we move on?
Okay, why don't you ask your questions?
Have you ever been dogpiled by DGG?
Have I ever been dogpiled by a debate streamer? I think all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Here's the real question. Have you ever not been dogpiled arguing with a streamer? Would you get dogpiled by my chat? Of course. This is the nature of the business.
True.
It's just you're spoiled and used to being loved by his people for a year straight when they were watering you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're kind of doing that, oh, wow, I want more. It's just like the Ferrari's not enough for you, Max, and it looks ungrateful. Steven is your Ferrari. And he was your friend.
Max sounds like he's going to cry. I don't know.
Steven has defended as much as he defended you. And I didn't follow it that closely, but yeah, this makes you look really crazy, Max. Snap out of it.
Okay. As the chick whose biggest claim to fame was telling Zherka and Infrared to go fuck themselves. Zherka looks like a fucking Chad here. Okay? Zherka gets the dynamics of the streamer world.
Do you even get what I'm saying?
Zherka gets the dynamics of the streamer world. How does MrGirl not get this after being in this for 15 years?
Yeah, it's not that complicated.
But you're just not talking because you feel bad?
I just don't have anything to say.
No, I'm asking if you agree with that. Like, did Steven treat you good for a year? You said earlier no, but now you're being quiet because you're hesitating.
Well, you're repeating yourself.
Well, I'm repeating myself for the truth, right? This is the pressure I'm adding.
It's not adding any pressure. It's just adding time.
Okay, so you're just going to say Steven treated you bad for a year. He was a tyrant.
Zherka is not a Haas orbiter. Haas is a Zherka orbiter, if anything. Zherka leaving MrGirl wordless? Yeah, imagine. Really dismantling MrGirl's whole case, yeah.
I didn't say that. I said if you want to know the
well, all right,
details.
Why don't you tell me how many months you've been treated bad by Steven and DGG?
If you want to know what I think of my relationship with Steven, you should read my article when it comes out.
Oh, I don't read, dude. All right, I only read Bionicle, Masonic literature, and Dragon Ball. Okay, you don't even know what Dragon Ball is. Okay, it's a massive.
I only read Masonic literature and Dragon Ball. You don't even know what Dragon Ball is.
But Max, how about a simple question? How many months has Steven been treating you bad for and dogpiling you? Has it been 2 months, 3 months, or ever since Lavloon? How is this a trap? This is not a trap question.
I didn't realize Zherka was this likable. Dude, Zherka is incredibly likable. Very charismatic guy. Incredibly charismatic.
Answer.
Okay.
I don't have any more questions for you.
You're not rage quitting, are you?
No, that was it. No, seriously. Most of these interviews are just me asking the person 2 or 3 questions. If they have something they want to tell me about, they tell me about it. If they don't, they don't. If they have names they want to give me, they give me names. If they don't, they don't. That's it. I feel like if you have like a genuine thing you want to ask me or say, I'm happy to talk to you, but it just feels like you're
Okay, can it be genuine, but I'm also laughing at the situation?
No, it just feels like
this was really bad for MrGirl. I agree.
Which is fine. I understand. That's like you've done this every time we talk. You just fuck around, so that's fine.
Max.
Yeah.
Because it's a lefty problem, it's funny to people on my side of the political spectrum because it's like so childish. But it doesn't mean me saying you're falling in love with this e-girl is not genuine. Maybe not real love, maybe just infatuation. But everything started when Lavloon had a problem with him, right? Where you wanted to be... do you know what Halo is?
Do I know what Halo is?
Halo, the game.
Abaddon, he did reach out to me.
Yeah, you want to be the arbiter.
I'm surprised you missed that. Here it is. Hey, Stardust. As you probably know, I'm coming forward as an emotional abuse victim of Destiny and writing an article about abusive dynamics in his community. Are you interested in doing an interview for the article? You're welcome to record it or to specify the parts of it that are off record. I think Zherka is like kryptonite of MrGirl. I think Abba is too. Abba and Zherka. I know I spent 4 months discrediting you, making you feel like a freak for having boundaries, squandered away everything you've done for me in friendship, but do you have any interest in partaking in a hit piece against Destiny?
And Steven is the prophet of truth. Steven is the covenant. DGG is the covenant, right? And you want to be Lavloon's arbiter, is what it looks like.
Hey, thanks for the
it's probably
1,000 bits, Taz and Wine.
Okay, I'm not trying to trap you and say, oh, that's one.
By the way, I missed IRI's 100 bits. Thank you, IRI, for cheering 100 bits.
100% what it is, but optically, that's what it looks like to us who are just, in the comment section watching.
That's fine. I don't care what it looks like to you.
Okay. What can Steven do to make this better, right? You want him to change his whole content system where nobody gets dog. I mean, the best part of Steven's
I don't know what this is yet.
This is a war. This is your war with Destiny. And it's funny because his whole channel is built off DGG dogpiling, even if when they're in the wrong, especially when they're in the wrong. But you're telling him to change the system. You're telling the way he makes his bread, you're telling him to change it. This is like,
all right. Now we got a quote. Wait, is this off the record or on the record? You're recording. Can I quote you?
Yeah, quote me.
The way he makes his bread.
Yes.
Is DGG dogpiling.
That's what a streamer debater is. Snap out of it.
DGG. Okay, is that the quote? DGG dogpiling is the way he makes his bread.
Oh my god, is this that reporter thing where it's like Zherka says this about
God,
Steven?
he's fishing so hard. Yeah, he is.
This is pathetic.
I mean, you're saying it as like a compliment. I understand. I understand you're not saying it as a bad thing. You're saying it that it's like a good thing.
No,
right?
I'm saying this is what you know. You're pretending you don't know this. Everyone plays this game where it's like, you know what? The streamer is just like this good person and blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's a debate channel. People go and debate. People get dogpiled. You've had DGG on your back, dogpiling and bullying someone else a million times, Max. A million times. You had no problem with it.
That's not true. I did have a problem with it.
Okay.
I stopped talking about other streamers behind their backs because I had a problem with it.
Didn't you call me to talk about Steven behind his back?
Yeah, I had that rule for a while. It was like, 4 or 5 months where I didn't talk about any streamers
Hi, Testy.
because I didn't like the way that they got treated when I talk about them.
You're telling me I
thought-
can't go on YouTube right now and search up a panel where everyone's dogpiling on one person who's actually arguing against Max?
No, I'm sure you can. I'm just saying
I
that
think I can find a million examples and you didn't give a fuck.
True.
That's not true.
Oh, you're a good guy back then as well?
I don't know if I was a great guy, but I wasn't as sociopathic as you're implying, no.
Well, it's not sociopathic. I'm saying you're the normal guy. I'm not saying you're evil. I'm saying for the pedo stuff, you're going to hell. But I'm saying when people were dogpiling someone else, you didn't care because you're just an average Joe. Just like how you don't care about starving kids. We know how you liberals are. We know how lefties are. You're all the same. But now look at this. I'm not saying that's sinister. I'm saying, that's human nature. You didn't care when the dogpiling turned against you. You said, you know what? It's time to destroy his career.
Zherka's right-leaning.
I don't know if it'll destroy his career.
I'm saying you don't care if it does, right?
MrGirl seems to struggle more arguing with right-wingers from what I've noticed.
I don't know what I'm going to find.
You have the same problem with BPF on Supernova.
What do you think you'll find? You're going to find out he's like this evil bad guy who's just like using everyone and dogpiling on everyone?
I don't know.
This seems like a fruitless journey.
It could be.
So why? Because it doesn't seem like it's just vengeance driven. There's some lust here, right? You have a crush on Lavloon.
Zherka's the only good guy we have. Yeah, again, I'm incredibly impressed with Zherka, honestly. He's done a really good job here.
Don't exist, Max, right? People crush on people all the time. It happens.
I hate how you pretend to be stupid.
Okay, you're going with the argument that if Lavloon was in your room naked, you would say no.
I know you're a smart guy.
Answer that one.
I know you're a smart person. In fact, and beyond even a smart person, I know that you're a caring person.
Yeah, I care for Steven. I do.
Based.
I feel like when we look at
I think you care about people in general.
When we look at Steven's career, it's always people he's helped that turn on him, whether Hassan, Vosh, and now you're the new Hassan and Vosh.
Yeah, well, I see where they're coming from now.
Who is at your house?
Max, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior ever in your life?
MrGirl sounds like a little worm in this, yeah.
So is this your solution to the streamer problem of everybody being cutthroat liars and backstabbers is to just put on this fucking act all the time.
Can you find me one industry where people don't behave like that? Music, movies, sports? Or is that just human nature? That's how you are. You didn't care when others were being dogpiled.
That's
True.
not true.
Nope,
You
it's
already
true.
admit to that.
No.
Well,
I
you
didn't.
admit that
I-
it slipped your mind, at least, right?
He didn't care when he was dogpiling Lavloon when she first was in his community, right? He didn't care when his audience was dogpiling Not So Erudite. He didn't care when he was slandering Brittany Simon. He didn't care when, you know, he was dogpiling me. He doesn't care about dogpiling unless it directly affects him and hurts his feelings.
It didn't slip my mind. I was pretty disturbed by it.
Should I link you?
Link me to what?
A panel where someone's being dogpiled, arguing against you, and you don't care. I mean, we don't got time for this shit, Max. The point is, you're trying to be Goku when really, you're just Krillin, okay? You're mad. You kind of like Lavloon, and now you're going after Steven.
Who's MXWL? I
I
recognize that name.
You're going to be like, you know,
I think
was
I
gonna-
banned MXWL on Twitter, or I blocked them or something. Did I block you, MXWL, on Twitter? Oldest thing said tonight, Brento? Yeah. Yeah, their name rings a bell. 1 HP voice. What really is annoying is I think WL is one of these people who was like, "Oh, you were cool with MrGirl until Destiny and him fell out." Homie, I had my beef with MrGirl like months before him and Destiny. Before him and Destiny had their falling out. Like, holy shit. Okay. Don't do the shrugging soy beta cuck shit, MXWL. I remember you. Pussy ass bitch.
Wrong. Or are you going to double down like Vosh and Hassan and say that you're in the right?
Months ago, I had my beef with MrGirl.
To me, it looks venomous what you're doing. Right?
I know. I see that.
No, to see that, you would actually understand and say, you know what, I'll think about it. But you're going to turn this call off and call someone else and say, give me dirt on little Steve.
You understand that Steven himself is saying that he doesn't think that I'm doing it because I'm bitter?
Yeah, he probably thinks the Lavloon thing too. He just doesn't want to say it.
No, he doesn't think that.
Isn't it 5 months ago now?
He
I
said
don't
what he
know,
thinks.
Mr. Queen.
He said multiple times on streams in recent days that he does not think
I
I'm
just
doing.
hope everybody understands my position a little bit better now. Where I'm coming from a little bit better now. History of expressing that they are an exhibitionist. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but there's a history of one of the people in this call expressing very explicitly that they have a history of exhibitionism. Told stories about their exhibitionist behavior. Okay? I don't think it's out of the fucking ordinary for me to think that when I can see your print in full frame, that maybe after you've been fucking with me for several months, that I think you're fucking with me again. I don't know that I was right that he was messing with me. I just think it's not out of the question for me to even think that.
Doing this because I'm bitter or because I hate him.
So what's the motive? What did he ascribe to you?
He thinks that I think I'm on a moral crusade.
Especially when we know that that type of thing, if that had happened in a work call for somebody, like in a normal workplace, Like, if that happened in a normal workplace, that would have been an HR call.
Right. But fueled by lust.
He has never mentioned that.
I know, because it's awkward to say that because you guys are all friends and, you know, in your liberal space, you can't really talk about that stuff and crushes at the workplace. But that's what everyone knows. What it, like, can you just answer the question? If Lavloon was this OnlyFans girl, Lavloon, who's my friend, right? Pretty girl. If she was naked in your room, you're saying you'd give that a pass.
I have a platonic relationship with her.
That's not really a yes or no.
I'm not going to answer any more questions about her.
I mean, even she would know that's bullshit. Girls just know. It sounds like I'm cock blocking by saying all this, right?
No, it just sounds like you're fucking memeing, but not.
I wish I was on a lie detector.
Look, man, all I'm saying is if you're going to have such an expansive definition of abuse that you're calling Destiny an abuser, that you are an emotional abuse victim of Destiny, but you can't seem to, like, in two separate conversations, you push me on my boundaries. You say it's manipulative of me to have those boundaries. And in those two conversations, you know, you frame it in the most negative light possible, right? Like, ridiculous. And then you can't have any sympathy for the fact that you have an extensive history, 15 years of being a provocateur online, right? You have a 15-year history of being a provocateur. You have a long history of admitting that you're an exhibitionist. Why would I not think that you've been fucking with me in these other two conversations? You know, in these two conversations, you've been fucking with my head, and you're trying to fuck with my head with my boundaries. Why would I not think that you're fucking with my head again?
So you could see how serious I am about that lust.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying the conclusion was right. I'm saying that it's reasonable.
Crusade take. Yeah, I believe that. Right? I wish you started.
Yeah, I know you believe it, but
I wish you started this crusade before Lavloon spoke up. I wish.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, you tell me, is there a clear difference between when the happy trail ends and where the pubes start? Because I can tell you, a lot of people, I'm not observing when I'm looking at somebody stand up on stream and I can see their dick print. I'm not looking at their happy trail frame by frame to determine that, oh, this is where the happy trail ends and this is where the pubes start, right? No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Like, dude has a fucking stupid hairy stomach, right? I was wrong to think that it was his pubes, but, like, to think that there is a clear distinction even. Like, nobody's looking at that frame by frame, right? Like, you see what you see. I mistook his happy trail for his pubes.
But you've shown your hand.
All right. Well, I guess you then fine. Don't read the article and shit on me in public. That's fine.
I'm not gonna shit on you. I'm gonna say when you're wrong. Because Max, I hate to give this to my enemy and evil people who watch cuties. You're actually a funny guy. And I don't say that about dry humor type people, but you're actually a funny guy. I find myself laughing all the time when you start talking on panels.
I appreciate that.
And that's so rare for the dry type of personalities. I hate those personalities, but you get away with it. You're a funny guy, and it's so out of character for you to be on this crusade. It's so weird, right? Because usually your crusades would be like...
that he did that to Brittany Simon Pugas.
Side by side with Steven, and now it's against Steven. And I hope you're, you know, like, for your sake, you better have some truth in your article. Because people are going to hate on this if it's just, you know, a nothing burger. And it feels like that, Max. It feels like it's a nothing burger, right? It feels like that siren.
I still don't know 100% whether he was fucking with me or not. And I still will maintain I should have gotten a third party involved. But I would not be, like, looking frame by frame already when I can see somebody's dick print. I'm not looking frame by frame to, like, you know, look at somebody's, you know, region that makes me uncomfortable again, right? So, yeah. And it's like your thing is, like, perfectly in frame, homie.
Lavloon has manipulated you, and not because she's sinister, because she's emotional. Like, you know what a woman is, right? Women are emotional, Max. You're a man. You're not supposed to act like this. Max, what is something women are better at than men?
I mean, I think he would have the right to, if I had stood up with like visible camel toe, I think he would have the right to be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, Stardust, right? I don't think I was even accusing him of sexual harassment. I just thought he was being a fucking weirdo, and I thought he was fucking with me. But yeah, if I stood up and I had visible camel toe, feel free to be like, yo, Stardust, what the fuck is this? And zoom in on it, you know? Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
I don't think it's going to be a nothing burger.
You think, but you don't think it'll take him down? You don't think it'll be a nothing burger? So something in between.
I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to find, and I don't know what effect it'll have.
How many people are you going to call? Like, you got dirt on Steve. You got dirt on... You're going to just call every streamer?
Yeah.
Again, I never accused him of harassment. That was a word that he used. I said that I felt uncomfortable. And I said that I thought he was fucking with me. I never made an allegation of sexual assault, which is ridiculous. I would never accuse somebody of sexual assault through the internet. I'm sorry. I saw your dick print through the internet. That's sexual assault, really, guys? Come on.
Pretty much.
This is like the most low energy crusade. And you being low energy is the funniest part of your whole shtick. But if you're going to go to war with Steve, because I've been at war with him and I actually won, but I don't like to bring it up because it was vicious. And we became friends right after. Again, we only had one problem in 3 years.
How was that harassment? How is that harassment?
I think you should...
How is seeing a penis, like, print harassment? Explain it to me. I think it was just like a power grab. I didn't think it was like a fucking harassment thing.
I mean, if you're gonna go to war with Steven, don't you need Adderall?
I shouldn't have tweeted it for sure.
With fire?
Bro, it's 6 in the fucking morning. I gotta go to bed, dog. I want to... It's late.
Who else are you gonna call?
Are you saying it's okay for me to send you a dick pic? I would not appreciate it, but it wouldn't be the first time. It's unwanted and inherently sexual.
Okay,
I don't know.
I think
people want to conflate everything to sexual harassment.
It's all. Look, I understand.
No, I'm curious. Who are you gonna call?
I'm not. I can't discuss sources. Seriously.
Oh.
If your peen clearly bulges distractingly, maybe you should wear a better fitting pair of pants. Yeah. I don't know, man. Wait, what are we saying fuck off to? YOLO bong and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm super conscious of, like, when I get up, how much skin is showing on my body. I get it if that's not the case with him. I just don't think it's out of the ordinary for me to, like, be like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know? I guess I just don't think of it like sexually harassment. When Cherry called him out for his pants being low during their discussion, Max made a joke and flat out said my doctor recommended I wear them lower because of back pain. His girlfriend doubled down on this in a twit longer. Then when Max went on to Destiny's panel, he said that the doctor never recommended that. Figure that one out. Damn, Wordsmith. You're more of a investigator than I am. If he blatantly flashed his dick to you on stream, it would be sexual harassment. I don't think he blatantly flashed his dick to me. And I don't think I even accused him of like, flashing per se. I said I saw his pubes, though. But...
What's crazy is I was going to edit it out for you. I was actually curious to see if this is something I want to keep clicking on, or is it just going to be a headache of, you know, because it's so weird. It's like all this vengeance, but you don't seem that angry, Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm not doing it out of anger. I'm fucking tired. I want it to be over.
To me, it's like I was talking to a famous booba streamer and being like, you're power grabbing with that cleavage. I don't think it's the same, Jimmy. I think dudes sit around with their tops off all the time. I don't think like seeing dudes' nipples is that different from seeing a girl's cleavage. But I think it would be more equivalent. If people saw my camel toe, feel free to call me out on it, man. I'm super self-conscious about those types of things.
Over. I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm getting harassed. I want it to stop, but you know, I gotta see it through.
Okay.
So what's the plan? Are you gonna post this conversation?
I mean, there's nothing really here, but yeah, we'll have Destiny react to it, and then Destiny will he'll use me as the bridge to mend your guys' friendship.
Yeah.
Would you like that?
No.
What if you just reached out?
I'd rather you didn't post it, but
what do you mean? Then I would look so fake after what you said about me on Twitter. Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, you would look fake? You're gonna wait.
Yeah, because I said to you, oh, I'll deal with you when I come back from Colombia, and then I ignored a bunch of your messages, as in like go away, and then you kept pressuring me, and then you called me a pussy, and then you post on Twitter that I didn't post the whole truth of our conversation on DM.
Well, you didn't, fucking asshole.
You wanted me to post 20 screenshots, and you posting that made me look better.
I want you
That's how I know you're fucking retarded.
I want you to not post anything.
That's not how this works, Max. You can't attack my...
Dude has literally had police question him and stuff over his love for being a provocateur, but the moment on the internet, people don't gush over him, he cries. Well, look, I don't know. I don't know about that. I know he was questioned by the police for other stuff, not for being a provocateur necessarily. It would be a complaint if it was a woman, wordsmith Andy. I would say if I started stretching and you could see like my lower midriff and it was super fucking hairy and my pants were super low, I'm pretty sure people would have like a problem with it. I have a theory that this is all a setup for drama farming between Destiny and MrGirl. I don't think so. Again, JonzHerka, I'll say, like, I am not going frame by frame to determine, like, where the happy trail ends and where the pubes begin, right? Like, I think anybody seeing something in the moment, seeing something in a passing glance, would when already you can see like pants are pretty dangerously low, you can see somebody's dick print. If you see hair, you know, it's kind of hard to determine where the happy trail ends and where the pubes begin. And I think, I think the average person isn't looking and analyzing frame by frame. I certainly don't want to, you know? So, certainly I shouldn't have tweeted it out, but I don't think it's like unreasonable. How long has your game been loading? A very long time.
My character and be like, oh, you didn't post it. You wanted me to post every single screenshot of our whole conversation, right?
Bitch, I didn't post the fucking DMs in the first place.
I blurred the picture because somebody told me to.
But that was after you pressured me and called
Otherwise,
me a pussy.
I would have just tweeted
and
it
you
out
sent
without
me
blur.
6 bubbles, 6 or 5 bubbles. I mean, like, at some point, you know you're left on red, but you keep pressuring me, so I'm gonna post you. That's why I said, oh, I'll talk to you later. As in, like, I don't want to be a part of it. When you kept pressuring me, and I already received bad news today, and then I see you pressuring me, I'm like, man, fuck this guy. Max, you can't just go to war with Steven and talk to his archangel Zherka and think that you're just gonna get away with this nothing burger. That's we don't do lefty shit here. Okay? And you should probably take what I'm saying as truth because I've critiqued Steven the most. I'm not an orbiter. Okay, is that everything?
I think so. I don't have anything else. Do you?
Not for now, but I'll get Steven to reach out to you, okay?
Well, yeah. All right. Whatever you say.
Max.
Yeah.
In the future, there will be heaps of things to critique Steven on. The Nothing Burger, it's a fucking waste of time.
I agree with the Zherka
right?
on this.
Have a good night, man.
You too, John.
Damn, MrGirl sounds so lonely in this.